Very well indeed. Excited to get going again in season 11.
Brazil is a special place to the automobile, to the sport motor.
Yeah, Brazil is a very special place for motorsport. There's no doubt about it. But beyond that, it's a very special place for us as the Neon McLaren Formula E team because, of course, here in Sao Paulo last year we won our first ever Formula E race with Sam Bird crossing the line to claim his maiden race win for the team as well.
It's the same sensations, Brazil and Mexico, but it's a different race.
Every location that we go to is different, and this is part of the beauty of what we do with Formula E. Not only are the circuits different, but the culture is different as well. So one thing I have to say here in Latin America, you have such a huge motorsport fan base. You've got a great heritage, a great history, some amazing drivers as well. So you can feel the passion for it. It doesn't matter whether you're here in Sao Paulo or up in Mexico City. It's very similar from that respect. So it's a great place to be able to start the season.
Yeah, Ian. What is the greatest learning from being in a charge of a pram as important as McLaren?
Wow, I think the heritage is so important to us. We're a team which has been racing for over 60 years now, had a huge amount of success, but we also know how difficult it is. So you feel a weight of responsibility, having the McLaren name on the cars, wanting to make sure that we're doing whatever we can for the Papaya fans. But at the same time, we're in a very lucky position, a privileged position, because we have a great support across the whole McLaren family. So, we work very closely together with our colleagues in Formula One, in IndyCar, in the F1 Academy, and so on and so forth. So it's great to be part of that family, but at the same time, ultimately, we want to go out and win for McLaren.
Yes. From your perspective, where is Formula E going in the world of motorsports?
I think we've seen over the last 10 years Formula E going from strength to strength, starting off back in Gen 1 with the drivers leaping from one car to the other to be able to complete the race, through to Gen 2, which was a real step forward. And now we've got Gen 3, and not only Gen 3, but Gen 3 Evo. So we're going to be racing with all-wheel drive for the first time. The acceleration, the speed of the cars is just phenomenal. So above all, it's a technological tour de force. It's something which I think showcases the power of electric mobility perfectly, but also how exciting that can be. And obviously we've been a world championship now for a number of years. We're very much part of the FIA's roadmap. So I think it's got a very bright future ahead of it. And the other thing is the fan base is a lot younger than it has been for traditional motorsports. So it's great that we're reaching out to those new fans and bringing them along for the ride.
Yes. Returning to McLaren, what are the feelings for the start of a new Formula E season?
Well, we're starting now. We're hitting the reset button, but everybody else is as well. I was having a chat with the team last night, and one of the things we said that there are so many variables here, some of which are within our control, but many are outside of our control. So the key thing is to look after the ones that we can control, that we can influence. I think as a team, we pride ourselves on our operational excellence. So we need to have the focus going into this first weekend, because realistically, nobody really knows where they stand in comparison to the competition. My expectation that the competition is going to be as tight as ever. So not only are the teams that have done well in Gen 3 already, the manufacturers like Jaguar and Porsche, going to be strong, but I think the Nissan powertrains that we have taken a big step forward, as have others in the pit lane as well. So I'm expecting it to be incredibly close, and that's why it's so important to look after the details and to maximise the potential that you have.
Is the Formula E team motivated by seeing the great work that has been done this year in Formula One?
Yeah, undoubtedly. We're here at a very special weekend. Obviously, the Formula One team is going for the World Championship in Formula One, something which has been a long time since McLaren's last World Championship. So this is a really special weekend, and I wish them all the best in that target and achieving that goal. And of course that spurs us on, that motivates us as well. I mentioned before that ultimately we want to be winning championships. This team has done it before. I'm confident that we can do it again as well. So we're looking forward to doing that for McLaren.
What is like to work on a team with a character like Zak Brown?
Zak is first and foremost a racer through and through. He's passionate about motorsport. I think if he could be racing himself every day, he'd definitely do that. But he's also somebody that understands business very well, has a really good feel for what works and what doesn't. And to that end, you know, we're part of the McLaren family. He's incredibly supportive, but at the same time, as long as we're moving in the right direction, he gives us a good degree of autonomy and lets us get on with the job. And that's a real signal of trust in that sense as well. So no, I thoroughly enjoy working with him and look forward to him coming out to a race soon to see what we can do in Formula E.
What to expect from McLaren drivers in Fórmula E of this new year?
So we got one driver who we've been working with for a year already, Sam Bird, one of the most experienced drivers in Formula E. Obviously, he started as one of three that started that first race in season one. So a huge amount of experience. But then we've got Taylor Barnard, of course, who's come in as a rookie, although we did have the opportunity to run him in 3 races last year. And I'm super excited about that combination. I think that combination of youth and experience is quite powerful. They get on very well together, and I'm excited to see what they can sort of unlock, that friendly rivalry that they'll have as teammates, but at the same time knowing that they're going to be pushing together to unlock the full potential of the team.
And finally, Pato O'Ward go to the Prix in Mexico City. What's your opinion about Pato? His career, his presence in Formula One, Formula E. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Pato's an incredibly busy guy at the moment. He's obviously had the Formula One test recently. He had his IndyCar season this year, and he's very much in preparation now for his next IndyCar season. He's a super talented driver, but a lovely guy at the same time, a real character. I've seen how adored he is in Mexico. The fans absolutely love him. So it's great that he's part of the McLaren family. And the great thing is, again, that we've got this sort of network between the drivers, but also the teams as well. And we work very closely together. So no doubt he will be cheering us on this weekend. And we'll do likewise when his IndyCar season starts again next year.
Can you send a message from Mexican fans, please?
Yeah, of course I can. So to all the Mexican fans of Formula E, and of course the Mexican McLaren fans in particular, very much looking forward to seeing you in January. Personally speaking, it's one of my favourite races on the calendar, so I can't wait to get out there, feel the atmosphere, and take McLaren to that podium as well.